Every day is awesome. We just have to get through it. Hey guys, welcome back to Human Velocity X. This is episode 5, the emotional weather of the world. First, thank you for listening. Thank you for seeing. Thank you for feeling. Thank you for being. My name isn't important. The message is, take a slow breath with me. In, out. Feel the air settle, the way it always does just before a feeling arrives. Today we're drifting into something subtle, something familiar, something you've probably lived your whole life without ever naming. The emotional weather of the world, not the kind outside, the kind inside people, and especially why you feel storms long before anyone else even looks at the sky. Segment 1. The weather beneath the weather. There's the weather we can measure. Rain, sun, wind, seasons shifting on schedule, barometers, forecasts, data we can point to and say, see? That's why it feels this way. And then there's the weather we rarely talk about. The atmosphere in a room before anyone speaks. The heaviness behind someone's smile. The silence that feels too loud. The tension that never learned to announce itself. You know this weather. You've been feeling it your whole life. Sometimes you walk into a room and something feels off. No words, no visible clues, no obvious conflict, just a shift. Quiet pressure in the air, like humidity before a storm, like static before lightning. And before your mind catches up, before logic builds a theory, your body whispers, something's here. Your shoulders tighten, your breath adjusts, your awareness sharpens without permission. That's not imagination. That's not overthinking. That's emotional weather. It doesn't show up on radar. It doesn't wait for consensus. It moves through tone, through posture, through micro shifts in energy most people ignore, but you don't. Because some people check the sky and others feel the pressure before the clouds even gather. Once you learn to trust that feeling, you realize something powerful. You're not reacting. You're reading. Segment 2, the early warning system. Some people feel emotional change only when it crashes into them. When voices rise, when doors close hard, when the storm is already overhead. You feel the pressure drop miles before the clouds form. Before the argument, before the tension breaks, before anyone admits something shifted. You don't react quickly. You register deeply. A tightening in the chest that doesn't belong to you. A shift in breathing that mirrors someone else's. A strange quiet in your shoulders, like your body is bracing for something that hasn't been told about yet. Oh wait, that wasn't there a moment ago. You scan the room without looking like you are. You notice the micro pauses, the almost sentences, the laugh that arrived half a second too late. And here's the thing. You're not overwhelmed. You're early. Early isn't anxiety, it's calibration. Early isn't fragility, it's sensitivity tuned to signal. Early is your wiring. Early is your rhythm. Early is your honesty, refusing to wait for confirmation. Because by the time the storm is visible, you've already felt it forming. You've already adjusted, you've already known. And once you stop mistaking early for weak, you realize something steady. Early is awareness. Early is alignment. Early is reason not. Segment 3. A real moment. It was a day, quiet, ordinary, nothing special about it. I walked into someone's home and felt something in the air, not fear, not sadness, just density, the emotional version of humidity. You know that feeling? When the air feels heavier than it should, when breathing takes just a little more effort, even though nothing is technically wrong. People were smiling, talking, moving around like everything was fine. The words sounded normal, but the atmosphere wasn't matching the language. It was like the room was holding its breath. And I didn't say anything, I didn't accuse, I didn't analyze, I just felt it. A quiet pressure in my chest. A settled tightening, not anxiety, awareness. Hours later, it cracked open, the confession, the truth, something that had been sitting in the room the entire time, waiting for permission to surface. And I remember thinking, my chest felt this, before the words even knew what they were. It wasn't intuition as magic. It was sensitivity as signal. Emotional weather arrives before the storm reveals itself. And if you've ever felt something before anyone else named it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Segment 4, why you feel it first. Most people live externally. Tasks, deadlines, notifications, movement from one thing to the next. Attention pulled outward, always scanning for what needs doing. You live internally, tone, energy, atmosphere. You don't just hear what someone says, you hear how it lands. You catch the wobble in someone's "I'm fine," the extra brightness in a voice trying too hard, pause that lingers half a second too long. You notice when laughter feels forced, what agreement feels rehearsed, when someone's eyes don't quite match their smile. You sense distance, the moment it forms, before it becomes conflict, before it becomes silence. And here's the important part. This isn't magic, it's alignment. Your nervous system is tuned to relational shifts. While others focus on content, you register context. While they follow the sentence, you feel the current underneath it. Your awareness listens beneath words before anyone speaks them. Because meaning doesn't start with vocabulary, it starts with movement, breath, micro adjustments, and presence. You're not psychic, you're perceptive. And once you stop doubting that, once you stop dismissing your early reads, you realize you're not imagining things, you're listening where others aren't. Segment 5, reflection moment. Where in your body do you feel emotional shifts first? Is it your chest, a tightening before anyone raises their voice? Your stomach, a drop when something unspoken moves through the room? Your throat, a subtle closing when words aren't matching truth. Your breath, shorter, shallower, as if the air itself has changed. Don't analyze it, just notice. Let yourself answer. That's your internal barometer. Not dramatic, not mystical, just honest. Your body isn't confused. It doesn't guess. It doesn't create stories. It registers shifts faster than language can. Most people override that signal, they explain it away. They call it anxiety, they call it overthinking. But what if it's neither? What if it's calibration? What if your system is reading pressure the same way skin reads temperature? Your body isn't betraying you. It's communicating. And the more gently you listen, the clearer the forecast becomes. Segment 6, I'm fine. Someone once told me they were fine. The words were warm, but the tone was cold. Not anger, not fear, not even sadness. Just distance. The kind that sits between syllables, the kind that shows up before the speaker is ready to admit it's there. Their smile held, their posture stayed steady, but something underneath was withdrawing. You've heard it too. I'm fine. 2 words, but the temperature doesn't match. The cadence shifts, the breath shortens, the energy pulls back half an inch. Most people accept the sentence. You feel the atmosphere, and you don't argue it, you don't press, you just register it. Because storms don't start with thunder, they start with pressure. Later it surfaced, it always does. A confession, a frustration, a truth that had been waiting for permission. And in that moment I didn't feel surprised, I felt confirmed. Because emotional weather never lies, people do. People soften the edges, delay the truth, say what's safer. But the atmosphere doesn't perform, it doesn't mask, it doesn't rehearse. It tells you exactly what's forming, if you're quiet enough to feel it. Segment 7, clear skies. But it's not only storms. Have you ever felt the room lighten the moment someone finally spoke honestly? Not dramatically, not loudly, just clearly, like something unknodded, like everyone exhaled at the same time without realizing they were holding their breath. You can feel it. The pressure drops, shoulders soften, eyes settle. The atmosphere shifts from tight to open. That's weather clearing, that's truth breaking the humidity. You feel heaviness early, but you feel healing early too. You sense when someone is about to say what they've been circling. You notice when tension turns into relief, when guardedness melts into presence. You feel the warmth return to the room before anyone names it. That's a quiet gift. Not just detecting storms, but recognizing when the sky's changing. Not just bracing for impact, but witnessing release. You're not tuned only to danger, you're tuned to alignment, to relief, to restoration. To the moment honesty restores oxygen to the air. And when that happens, you don't just observe it, you feel it. And that feeling, that's not sensitivity, it's weakness. That's sensitivity. That's guidance. So you mean to get what this isn't? Let's be clear about something. Feeling emotional shifts early is not anxiety. It's not paranoia. It's not being dramatic. It's not being too sensitive. Those labels get handed out when people don't understand what they're witnessing. Anxiety panics. You don't panic. You notice. Paranoia invents threats. You don't invent. You register. Drama amplifies. You don't amplify. You tune in. And being too sensitive is usually what people say when they don't want to look closer. There's a difference between fear and foresight. You're not jumping to conclusions, you're listening to the atmosphere. You're reading pressure changes before they turn into thunder. You're sensing misalignment before it becomes conflict. That's not instability, that's awareness. Moving at the speed it was designed to move. The problem isn't your perception. It's that most people don't pause long enough to confirm it, so they call it excessive. When really, it's early. And early isn't weakness. It's preparation. It's calibration. It's clarity. Before the room catches up. Segment 9, visualization. Imagine standing in an open field. No buildings, no noise, just sky stretching above you. It looks calm, blue, still, almost peaceful. But something shifts, the wind pauses. Birds go silent, but temperature changes, not dramatically, just enough for your skin to notice. The air feels different. Most people won't register any of it. They'll wait until rain touches them, until thunder speaks, until the sky makes it obvious. You feel it when the wind changes. You notice the silence where the sound used to be. You suss the pressure building before the first drop falls. And here's the important part. You don't panic. You don't announce it. You don't predict storms like some dramatic oracle. You recognize them because your body is tuned to shifts most people override. You're not reacting to lightning, you're responding to pressure. You're not trying to control the sky, you're simply aware that something is forming. And that awareness, it doesn't make you fragile. It makes you prepared. It makes you steady when the clouds finally gather. Because when rain arrives, you've already adjusted. Segment 10, the release. Here's the part that frees you. Just because you feel storms early doesn't mean you're responsible for stopping them. Awareness is not assignment. You don't have to fix every shift you sense. You don't have to absorb someone else's heaviness just because you detected it first. You don't have to hold the tension in a room so others can stay comfortable. You don't have to warn people about their own sky if they aren't ready to look up. There's a difference between noticing and caring, between sensing and saving. You can feel pressure change without bracing your body for impact. You can register distance without feeling it. You can sense the storm without becoming the storm. There's maturity and awareness, the strength without control. You're the barometer, you lead the atmosphere. You understand the shift, you calibrate yourself accordingly. But you are not the umbrella, you are not responsible for sheltering everyone from weather they refuse to acknowledge. You stay grounded, you stay tuned, you stay clear. And when the rain comes, you don't drown. You stand. Segment 11, grounding. Take one slow breath, not rushed, not forced, just real. In. Feel your ribs expand, feel the air move where it hasn't been. Out. Let your shoulders drop, let your jaw soften, let gravity do some of the work for you. Again, in, out. Now say quietly, not as affirmation, but as recognition. I feel things early. Let that be neutral, no apology attached. Early isn't wrong. Feel the steadiness in that. Emotional weather informs me. It doesn't consume me. Let that settle. You are not the storm. You are not the tension. You are not the pressure. You are the one who notices, and noticing doesn't require absorbing, it requires grounding. Stay in your body. Stay in your breath. Stay where your feet are. Segment 12, identity return. If you felt the atmosphere your whole life, if you've walked into rooms and known something shifted before anyone spoke, if you've carried pressure no one else seemed to notice, there was never anything wrong with you, not then, not now. Maybe you weren't feeling too much. Maybe you were just feeling first to sense distance, first to sense tension, first to sense honesty trying to surface. And when you grow up without language for that, it can feel isolating, like you're different in the wrong way. But different doesn't mean defective, it means tuned. That's not fragility. Fragility breaks under pressure, you adjust to it. That's foresight, it's calibration. That's awareness arriving before the announcement. And awareness isn't loud, it's steady. Awake is early, awake is presence without panic. Awake is alignment without apology. Awake is reason up. Thanks for feeling this one with me. You're a reason up. And your early awareness is not a burden, it's your compass. Next time we're stepping into something even quieter. Why you hear the unsaid in people, and how silence speaks louder than sound. Every day is awesome. We just have to get through it. This episode is dedicated to the ones who feel forgotten because of where they are. The ones who think their surroundings define their value. The ones who feel overlooked, misplaced, or stuck in spaces that don't reflect their depth. To the ones who feel like their environment has quietly erased them. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen. Where you are is not who you are. And just because the room doesn't recognize your frequency doesn't mean it isn't there. Some signals aren't received because the dial hasn't been turned yet. But your signal is still broadcasting. Stay tuned. I'll see you in episode 6. 6 tuned.